Welcome everybody, welcome back. It's another movie review Monday. I love it. It's great. Good to see your faces again. Woo! This week, I went out on a limb and did a horror movie, and I hate horror movies. I don't like watching horror movies. They don't scare me. They just, I don't know. I never understood them. It's weird because my mother absolutely loves horror movies. I absolutely hate them. I like to nitpick movies, hence why I do these reviews. And there's just too much to nitpick with horror movies. I'm always like, don't go in there. Why are you doing that? Shoot the bad guy. Make sure he's dead. Forget that bitch. Why are you going back there? Just leave. I don't understand it. If you're running for your life, why are you gonna fall? It doesn't make sense to me. But I have to review movies that are popular, and so I went out on a limb and I checked it out. And yes, I still hate horror movies. This one was no exception. I just don't get it. I mean, someone's got to make movies for 16-year-olds to bring their dates to and make out in the back of the movie theater. It has to happen. I get it. But who's scared by this stuff? I mean, if you're watching a big screen and you're in the dark and something jumps out at you, okay, I understand going, oh, hey, I didn't see that coming. This was called Don't Breathe. It featured the dude from Stephen Lang from Avatar in it. I'm sorry, I don't really care for that movie either. This featured him and a bunch of nobodies. A bunch of them. I mean, I didn't recognize anybody in it. And what's with the title? Don't Breathe? What? Because he was blind, so you can't breathe? Like, he could still hear you and stuff. That doesn't... Oh, man. You want me to watch the movie and not breathe in it? I could do that. I could try and not breathe and do this review. Let's give it a try. So the movie's called Don't Breathe, but when you become blind, your other senses become heightened. So he would have been able to hear you even if you weren't breathing, moving around, stepping, knocking something over with your dumbassness. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that these kids live in Detroit and there's nothing better to do there than, do drugs or rob people or get shot by gangbangers. So this isn't a spoiler, this is just the breakdown of the film on IMDb. Basically, his daughter is taken from him by someone who broke into his house years ago. And so he was awarded a settlement from that family. So he's got $300,000 and this movie takes place in Detroit. Why the fuck wouldn't you move out of Detroit if you had that much money? So this guy's still living in rundown, crappy Detroit with a boatload of money in his house, supposed, and he hasn't moved out and he's ex-military. Yeah, let's go rob that dude. They scope him out and his house is barricaded. Again, this isn't spoilers, this is in the preview and trailer for the movie. They go and scope out his house and it's boarded up. So you've got a crazy ex-military guy who went blind from Iraq or something, was what he says. They decide to rob this guy. Don't you think he has a literal metric fuck ton of weapons in his house? I can't watch these movies and not go, why would you do that? Basically, another rundown of it is that they're gonna do this one final job and then they're all gonna move out to California and live happily ever after, putting their life of crime behind them. You're fucking teenagers. What do you mean putting your life of crime behind you? What else are you gonna do? Move out there and have no job? I get it, you want to get out of shitville Detroit, but Jesus Christ, it just sounds so stupid. And when has a let's one last job and ride off into the sunset ever worked for anybody? What did you think, pup? Did you like the film? No, she doesn't like anything except for food, going on walks, and licking her dog. The cliches, the characters of this movie were so damn cliche. You had the jerk dude who running the whole thievery operation, who shouldn't be because he's a dick and an asshole and doesn't listen to anyone else. Then you've got the sensitive guy who's like, no, we shouldn't go do this. But he's the smart one, so he should be running things, but he's too much of a pussy. And then you have the girl who just wants to run away from everything and be a free spirit in California. She had good motives, I guess. At the end of the day, it's still just these cliche characters in these horror films. I was rooting for the killer the whole time. I'm just like, these kids, just kill them. Just kill all of them and roll credits. I'm done. And these movies, they're just predictable. I shouldn't say I hate horror movies. I shouldn't say I hate them because I don't hate them. They just don't interest me. I just don't watch them. People are watching them. I'll watch along too. That's cool, but I don't really care for them because they're just predictable to me and I nitpick too much. This movie was no exception. Predictable, bad, cheesy things. I get, I like to be entertained. I wasn't entertained. I tried to watch it. It just felt like every other kind of cheesy film. I wrote down who I thought would die, in what order, and I was 100%. I was 100% right. Exactly what I thought was gonna happen. I guess I'll get to the verdict. Don't see this movie. It's not really worth your time. It's predictable. It's not scary. There was a couple points that might make you jump. I'm sure there's other better movies to go watch this weekend. But if you like this movie, if you saw it and you like it, feel free to comment down below and argue with me why you think that this was a good horror movie, and I'll argue against why I don't think that this movie is a good horror movie. I'm not a good judge for horror movies, but I am a good judge for regular movies. Like always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, help me out. Thank you for all the support you guys have been showing me. Keep this movie review thing going. Hopefully we get some better movies coming out in the future. I think there's some good ones coming out. I didn't have much to talk about because I didn't like things. I don't like being super negative in these videos. I like to be positive. I want to like a movie. So far, I really haven't liked a movie yet. So, good. Come on, Hollywood. Let's go. Cut the bullshit. I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your weekends. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Peace.